welcome to our first workshop on permaculture here at Shikshantar. It's wonderful for us from Australia to be able to come and help work together on potentially doing something exciting in this space here. So today will be all about seeing what the Shikshantar vision is for this beautiful garden and coming up with a plan about how to transform that vision into reality, and also to figure out what we can do tomorrow when our group comes back to do something on the site here and get our hands dirty. But first off, how about we go around the circle and just introduce our names. So my name is Ben from Melbourne.
My name is Mayank from New Delhi, India.
My name is Ravina from Delhi, India. Devi.
Hi, I'm Babu from Udaipur, local here.
Yeah, great.
John from Melbourne.
Helen from Melbourne.
Chris from Melbourne.
Sarah from Melbourne.
Rajun from Udaipur.
Casey from Melbourne. Sarah from Melbourne. Patricia from Sydney. All one Come and sit next to me, please.
That's what we're doing.
Experience.
So we're just doing names.
Okay.
So you just want to introduce yourself to the group.
Okay, my name is Saurabh, and I'm volunteer at Shikshantar, and part of. I'm very interested in permaculture, and we are doing a lot of experiments with our land, which we have at Shikshantar, at my house.
Yeah, great. Thanks. And Manish, we all know.
I'm Manish. I live here. Very interested in permaculture, learning more.
Let me
Excited about getting hands to it.
Okay. Anyone in?
Oh, we did it right. We
Oh,
got
and one more
Maggie down.
person.
You two down. We keep introducing.
So, does anyone have any questions about permaculture before we get going?
So we'll have to do a bit of translation too.
Yeah.
Also, so you can speak a little bit. Translate. Okay,
Translate in Hindi? Okay, sure.
तो अभी ये पूछने हैं कि permaculture के बारे में आपका कुछ सवाल है?
इंग्लिश नहीं आती आपको?
Anyone is translating this?
Alright, you can, I don't know.
I'll translate.
Yeah, we'll just.
back up.
Okay. Okay. So for our Australian permaculture people, how would you describe permaculture? Sarah, do you want to have a go? Just one sentence.
Oh, God. Well, even though I guess it's kind of broken up as permanent agriculture was the original kind of idea, but now it's probably morphed into more of a holistic view of life and how you approach it, and incorporating how you use the land and whatever else around to leave as least impact as possible. It's not one sentence, but I just couldn't get it one sentence.
Yeah, great. Helen, have you got any thoughts?
तो ये कह रहे हैं कि ये पूछा permaculture क्या है, तो उसका शुरुआत ऐसे हुआ कि वो लगातार खेती कैसे हो सकता है, और अब ये थोड़ा सा इसका और बदल गया अभी कि ये पूरे एक जीवन को हम एक संपूर्ण जीवन कैसे देख सकते हैं कि पूरा जीवन कैसे है और प्रकृति के साथ हम रिश्ता कैसे बना सकते हैं.
When you're talking about it as a holistic thing, a permaculture belief is care for the earth, care for the people, and returning a surplus. So it covers sort of all.
So, ये बोल रहे हैं कि permaculture है कि प्रकृति या पृथ्वी के ऊपर हम ध्यान दें, प्यार दें और लोगों के लिए भी और जो भी बचता है निकलता है उसको भी हम वापस आगे कैसे बढ़ाएं और लोगों को दें और प्रकृति को वापस दें.
Patricia, anything to add?
Yes, I think you can look at it as an ecological system where we have insects, we have all animals, we have vegetables, flowers, plants, all the plant life, and of course humans are in that too. And it's a system that is designed to put them in balance sustainably so that we use what we need to use. We look after everyone, we look after the earth, and we share with all of the different elements. So you have to design it. Yeah, it's a design system to do
System that works within itself. Yeah. Sort of, it's a whole.
तो ये कह रहे हैं कि एक व्यवस्था है उसमें इसको हमको डिज़ाइन करना पड़ेगा, उसमें सोचना पड़ेगा कि क्या क्या कैसे करें. पर उसमें हम छोटे कीड़े से लेके कैंचुआ, चिड़िया, इंसान और जो जानवर हैं उन सब को मिला के कि वो साथ मिल के काम कैसे कर सकते हैं और अच्छा एक प्राकृतिक व्यवस्था कैसे बना सकते हैं कि ये सब मिल के पूरा बढ़िया इसमें खेती हो सकती है उससे.
Casey and Sarah, anything to add here?
सबके बीच में तालमेल होना चाहिए, बैलेंस बनाने का.
I think modern agriculture is really based on a monoculture system where planting one type of crop and it's not good for the land, and permaculture is about creating diversity and mimicking the natural ecosystem rather than destroying it.
तो ये कह रहे हैं कि जो अभी खेती चल रही है वो एक ही तरह की चीज़ें उगाते हैं वहाँ पर. जैसे गेहूँ उगा रहे हैं तो पूरा गेहूँ उगा देंगे या पूरा मक्का. इसमें सोच है कि विभिन्न तरह की चीज़ें उगाओ जिससे प्रकृति को और फायदा होगा और खाने को हम अलग अलग चीज़ खा सकते हैं. और जो चीज़ उगाएंगे वो ऐसे होंगे जो मिट्टी को भी फ़ायदा दे सकते हैं. तो सब सोच के उगाने अलग अलग चीज़, केवल एक चीज़ नहीं.
Designing sustainable agricultural systems.
Short of words.
उसको बनाना है, सोच के बनाना है कि एक पूरा ऐसे लगातार खेती कैसे
प्रकृति के
हो
साथ
सकते
काम
हैं,
करना है
प्रकृति के
बेसिकली.
हाँ.
प्रकृति को समझते हुए ताकि उसमें
अभी
गांव से हो आपको मालूम होगा एक तरह के गेहूँ नहीं खाते हैं. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं प्रकृति में.
प्रकृति से दुश्मनी नहीं, दोस्ती बना के खेती करना है, ये बेसिक इसका. अभी दुश्मनी हो रहा है नहीं, सब ये रासायनिक चीज़ें जहर फैला रहे हैं प्रकृति में नहीं, तो उससे दुश्मनी हो रहा है.
Okay, permaculture is based on 3 ethics, which Casey is about to write up on the board. The first is earth care, the second is people care, and the third is fair share. So what I'd like us to do now is, if we can get into pairs, and perhaps someone from Shikshantar with one of our Australian people in each pair, so we can have a discussion between the groups, and just for a couple of minutes talk about what each of these ethics means to you.
So imagine 2 of your friends saw each other in 5 years time, and one of them had been back to Shikshantar, and they were talking to the other friend, and they said, I went to Shikshantar the other day. It's looking fantastic. It's just beautiful. Like, we went there 5 years ago, and it's even better than then. And the other friend's like, what was it like? And so the friend explained what it was like, and they got to see, as these 2 my new friends explained what they saw. They saw the lots of shade and lots of fruit and places to rest, but also places to play. Yeah.
विभूति ट्रांसलेट.
उन्होंने बोला कि ऐसा उन्होंने कॉन्वर्सेशन किया कि दो दोस्त है जो शिक्षांतर में आते हैं, जानते हैं एक दूसरे को, बट बहुत 5 सालों बाद मिले और एक उनमें से एक दोस्त शिक्षांतर जाके आया और उन्होंने बोला कि अरे जब मैं 5 साल पहले गया था और अभी गया या गई तो बहुत डिफरेंट है शिक्षांतर। तो दूसरे दोस्त ने पूछा कि क्या चेंजेस है, क्या है, तो कैसे पहला दोस्त कैसे डिस्क्राइब करेगा कि क्या क्या बोलेगा कि क्या नया उसको शिक्षांतर के गार्डन में मिला कि बहुत सारे ट्रीज है, बहुत सारे शेड है, बहुत सारा खेलने की जगह है, बहुत
फल
सारा
है, बहुत सारे फल है,
बहुत सारे फल है, फ्रूट्स है, वेजिटेबल्स है, सब अलग दिखने को मिलेगा 5 साल बाद किसी को।
जा सकते हैं सब जगह,
हाँ,
अब जा सकते हैं, ही कुड एक्सेस ऑल।
और अच्छे से रास्ता बना हुआ है क्लियरली कि कहाँ से एंटर है, कहाँ क्या क्या है देखने के लिए पूरा रास्ता बनाया ताकि हर एक पौधा देख पाए, हर एक प्लांटेशन देख पाए। वैसा उन्होंने इमेजिन किया बात करके कि ऐसा 5 साल में, हाँ ऐसा करे कि ऐसा दिखे
भविष्य में कैसे दिखेगा. So there's two things also which we had. So if you see, there's a few little bit of artwork, like over there. There's a painting, and then this scooter which was done by an artist friend. He kind of did that. So the idea was also that this kind of an outdoor gallery also. So we had also could invite some of our artist friends to create some stuff which could be hung around here. The theme also, I had even thought of a theme which was like, around falling back in love with nature, again as an artistic theme to something. And then the other thing we used to have here was we had a kind of outdoor little adventure games thing. So, because sometimes we have groups over, so we do, like you did with Manish, a lot of cooperative games, and so we had a little games, a few area stations were different, like there used to be kind of a rope between here. So one game was you're a team and you have to all jump over the rope together. So the rope was this high, so then they collaborate and figure out how to get over the rope. So we had that, so I'm just remembering that was, it's like we've been here 20 years, so lots of little experiments have happened over the years. So that would be actually something, and if people have ideas for that also, because
How much longer have we got it?
we have till 6.
Yeah, cool.
It's
Ah, great, we've got lots of time.
Yes.
Can I ask a question? Following from that, is one of the aims for this area to be experimental and to be changing and according to programs or activities or whatever happens, you might want to change the use of this site?
So it's like the inside too, and the same thing outside. So inside also, tonight you'll see it becomes a cafe. Sometimes it's entire place becomes a filmmaking studio if we're doing filmmaking. So it keeps changing. So ideally outside also could have that versatility that we can adapt it to. I mean, the main thing would be farming and food, but also different kinds of things could be happening. I was also sharing with Ben, we had done something in between also where we used to, blindfold people and they can have different sensory kind of a sense. So this is, I should give you the overall, as I told you, theme of the place is around unlearning. It's an center for unlearning. So really to open up people's consciousness and some disruptions around how they see the world and how they can see things differently, and then entering into the gift culture and feeling that spirit of abundance and things, and care. So that's kind of the thing. So as many ideas as we could have also with the garden to support that theme of where people, like also usually if I take a group around, there's some wild things, so they've never tasted some of those. So there's some wild forest food kind of things in the garden too. So we have them taste that also, which is people in India, like in urban areas, they never thought like you have wild food like this, and where it's like their model of agriculture is very cultivated, and so.
And then one more question about animals. Is there a place to keep animals like chickens, or a place to attract birds visiting
To attract them? I think a lot of birds actually come here because there's not many bird friendly spots, so we do get quite a variety. But We get I was saying the reason actually we had to put all these things in was because there's a lot of street dogs who wander in, because also this is much nicer than the streets for the street dogs, so they somehow wander their way in, even though sometimes we try to keep them out, but they find ways to get in and they dig up spaces. Huh? Little bit. Once a year, sometimes monkeys find their way in.
Little bad.
Yeah, they usually don't come to this side of town, but sometimes they wander over here, and we've had monkeys come in and eat up everything.
So with something like a chicken ethically, or is that a problem?
We could keep a chicken, I guess, but yeah, it's just a question of like taking care of it properly. Yeah.
Cats here, cats are here.
Cats less come here. Dogs are more, yeah, street dogs. So they may like attack the chicken also, which is a problem. Make a coop, huh?
They're good diggers, builders.
Yeah, I know. So that's here. A lot of people. I mean, we had thought at one point to keep a goat or something, because goat also traditionally they're good compost. Also, they contribute well to soil and things. But so again, it's a little bit. There's like it's a quite very fluid. I mean, there's a core group of people, but then there's a fluidity and activities and things, and so sometimes the farming space, if we have a big group, then a little bit less priority sometimes if some things are happening. So it's a little bit, yeah. There's lapses in sometimes. So I don't want that chicken to die or something from being forgotten for a few days.
What about bees, inviting bees, more bees? Yes?
Yeah.
Flowers, of course, we bring them in for pollination.
Mm-hmm.
We have more vegetables.
Yeah.
And fruit, trees.
All right, for our next step, butterflies and insects.
We can also get, again, because this is like, if you walk around outside, there's not so many green. So we also get snakes here. In the rainy season, a lot of snakes come in and things. So, and even mongooses come in, then luckily to kind of balance it sometimes.
Did any of the permaculture crew know of any good plants to be planting to mitigate that?
Maybe more.
समझ रहे हैं मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ? सांप भी आते हैं.
Resident mongoose population.
Rainy season में
Okay, for our next step then, let's learn how to play with
Sorry,
those.
one more thing. There's rats also. So because it's with it, so we do have like they're digging. There's some places you can see the rat holes are there and things. So that's if people have ideas for how to work with them, the rats, that'll be good too.
Maybe some herbal plants that the rats don't like.
Yeah.
Snakes may not like too, and then they can be planted at certain places which snakes or rats like to be. So repel them.
Right, well, with that thought in mind, I'd like you back into your small groups and to pick one of these that you like the best, and then figure out how you could do it so that it achieves each of those three ethics that we talked about at the start. So that it cares for the health of the garden, it cares for the needs of the people who are here at Shikshantar, and it brings in everyone who's involved here equally, so that everyone has a stake in what's going on here, not just one or two people. So any questions about that?
तो ये चाह रहे हैं कि हम वापस ग्रुप्स में जाएं और जो चीज़ें यहाँ लिखे हुए हैं जो आपको अच्छा लगता है उसमें आप उस पर बात कर सकते हैं आपके ग्रुप में कि कैसे यहाँ पर करना है, और वही जो सिद्धांत पहले बनाए जो प्रकृति के लिए भी अच्छा हो और जो यहाँ के सबके लोग के लिए भी ये जगह और कैसे
अच्छी हो सकती है।
और जो what was the third point you just said?
So that everyone who is here has a stake in looking after it.
तो सबको कैसे हम आमंत्रण करें कि इसमें भी सब लोगों का मदद हो सकता है, सब लोग यहाँ खेत का ध्यान रखें और पूरा बाहर की जगह।
Just one. You said you've been here for 20 years. There's been different variations. You can pick out points. You said when it was like that really worked for us. Or we wish we had a bit more of that, or a little bit less. So let's not forget the 20 years of experience that we've got. Is there some elements that you could say, this is what we've really liked, this is what hasn't worked so well? Just to give us a bit of the history of it.
What are the big problems in the site that you face? It's hard for you to manage.